You are an author. You are retired from the military. Donna, I know you fell in love with the system, and you're going to share with everyone a few of your card examples, including that very first card you ever sent on our system. So I'm going to pull up your cards and let you take it away.
Well, first, thanks so much for inviting me to be here, Callie. It's always fun to talk about cards. And you're right, I did fall in love with them. The very first card I ever sent was in December of 2010. I had been overseeing the care of this lady for 3 years. She was in a residential assisted living home, and she died in December, in early December. And I had the intuitive thought to take the envelopes that were at her bedside from people who had sent her cards throughout the 3 years she was there. I didn't know any of them, but I put those 42 addresses into my send out card system, which was brand new. They were my first 42 addresses. And I created a card. That was the last picture that we ever had of her before she died. And I created this card that kind of told her friends, who were also in their 90s, what had been happening with her, and told them that we weren't going to do a memorial at her request, and told them that if they wanted to donate, there were a couple of causes that she really loved, and that they could certainly contribute to her caregivers if they'd like. And I was astounded at the impact of this card. These 90-year-old people, I got almost 100% response, and many of them were very shaky handwritten notes. And they said things like, I wondered why I hadn't been hearing from Norma over those last couple of years. And it generated $500 for her caregivers. So I immediately had a strong sense of how I could take and put a meaningful message in a card and impact the people that received that card. So I loved it. I loved it right away. The next card I want to send had a completely different prompting. I was in church one Sunday, and they were honoring the practitioners who spend time in the healing services and prayer services of the church. And when I looked at the program, I saw the names of 2 or 3 friends on that list. And my thought was, I really wanted to say thank you to them for the service that they provide, for the prayerful intentions that they have around their practitioner role. So I found an image on the internet, this healing image on the front of the card. I put a picture of the program inside the card, and I sent it to my friend Sylvia. Well, I had no idea, but Sylvia called me the minute she got the card to say I was not at the service, and I was really wondering how I was going to get a copy of the program. That moment was just one of many that have occurred now over these more recent years, when you realize the uncanny ability these cards have to arrive at the absolute perfect time to the perfect person in the perfect way. I had no idea that card would be so meaningful to her. So the last card I want to share is one of the more fun things that I do with send out cards. And that is, I use big cards to celebrate people in what I call a memory card. And so I watch Facebook for people who are having babies, grandbabies, weddings, graduations, celebrations, various things in their family, my own family events, or even a funeral. And if I see anywhere from 10 to 12 pictures that I can use, I'll create a big card to help that person remember all of the experiences and the people they interacted with. So this is my friend Peg, who spent a month in Australia. And I took and put those pictures on a card for her, sent it to her. And to this day, this was about 3 or 4 years ago, to this day, she has this card on her kitchen counter, and she looks at it to remember the people that she really enjoyed in Australia. So I just think these cards are a great way to make yourself memorable to the people that you're sending them to. And being memorable is way more than being top of mind. So thanks for letting me share that, Callie.
I love that. And I know with one of those cards you sent, the second one, the lady reached out and became a customer, right? So it's memorable. People do business with people that know, like, and trust. And no matter what business you are in, right? If people don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't remember you, they're not going to do business with you. And this is an amazing system to help you build that know, like, and trust and stay top of mind, right? And be memorable. And we can be top of mind by sending things about us, right? Like most people do, but where we become memorable is where we focus on them and making it all about them. And love those cards that you shared.
Thanks so much, Callie.